Well, we finally got a decent snowfall. We take a look back at that snowfall total again and look ahead at some very mild air. Moving next week, we're going to melt some of that snow. So another view of yesterday's snowfall. Final tally came in at 5.5 inches at MSP Airport. Metro totals were right in that 4 to 6 inch range, with kind of a little bullseye in the southwest metro of where we had over a half foot, some 7-inch amounts even in parts of south central, southeastern Minnesota. And this is a look at the current snow cover. Most of Minnesota now is covered in snow just in time. Now, far southwestern Minnesota and pockets of east central Minnesota, it's pretty light, just a couple of inches or less. But those blue areas are all over 4 inches of snow cover. And you can see it on visible satellite. Nice fresh snow. It's the white here that's not moving, and even the snow cover on some of the lakes that are freezing over. So we'll keep that snow around for Christmas, but we are going to be melting some of it at least next week. Cold high pressure today, though. Today and tomorrow pretty chilly. Not as cold as last week, but we are going to see some colder conditions definitely for a couple of days. And then a clipper system that's going to bring in this cloud cover you see off to the west, but it's not going to do much. Maybe some flurries in northwestern Minnesota. Highs only in the upper teens today, so not a lot of movement. That fresh snow reflects back 90% of the sun's energy, which already is weak at this time of the year. So not a lot of movement there. Sub-zero across northern Minnesota tonight. Single digits. It will be colder tonight in southern Minnesota. We had the clouds to protect us last night. Tonight we'll be down probably around 4 or so in the Twin Cities. But popping back up to near 20 tomorrow, low to mid 20s for southern Minnesota. And by Sunday, near 30 degrees. In fact, low to mid 30s in southwestern Minnesota. And that's going to set the stage for next week. All next week looks like near or above freezing high temperatures. And we are still watching this clipper system for late Sunday into Monday. Increasingly looks likely that northern Minnesota will see some snow, maybe even mixing with rain showers into early Monday. And snowfall really is going to be limited probably to the northern half of the state. Could see some light snow showers or sprinkles here in southern Minnesota, but any accumulations really confined to northern Minnesota. And even there, we're talking 1 to 2, maybe 3 inches of snowfall, primarily for northeastern Minnesota Sunday night. And then as we head into the rest of next week, it's pretty quiet. Christmas Day, start of Hanukkah on Wednesday too. Mid-30s for highs, 30 degrees all the way to the international border. So not quite 40 most of next week, but by the end of the week, next weekend, we will be closer to that, and that's when we really start to get some melting. But most of the early and middle part of next week, low to mid-30s, which will thaw a little bit, but enough to keep our snow cover mostly in place. But overall, this last week of December next week is going to be way above normal, 10 to 20 degrees above normal, with the highest temperature anomalies to our north. So it's going to be pretty mild here, and yeah, we're going to be dwindling quite a bit of that snow, I think, by next weekend if we don't get any replacement. 18 today for the high, down to 6 tonight, 20 degrees tomorrow. Not bad. And again, some sunshine, especially today. Tomorrow there will be a few more clouds around, and then warming up here. The normal high is in the mid-20s, and we're going to be almost 10 degrees above that each day next week. In fact, Christmas Day and the day after might see a couple sprinkles around here with some of those warmer temperatures, and we may be near 40 by the end of next week, heading into almost New Year's.